Captain Titus, the Orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces. And they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned Orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report!
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We are losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. We find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer Jove returning to launch bay.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery. Or do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the Orcs.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
Captain Titus, come in. Damned orcs shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading toward the front lines now.
I will meet you there. Are you wounded?
The Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I looked at its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself, Deamons.
Enemy sighted!
Make for the defense cannon, Captain.
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how.
The Adeptus Astartes are here!
My lord, you have saved us.
Rise, Guardsmen. You saved yourselves. We thought you did.
We would be, my lord, if not for the Lieutenant.
Where will we find this Lieutenant?
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the Lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, Guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sedonis, then we find this Lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
Remarkable. A few hundred against 1,000,000 orcs. And they fight on.
Only in death does duty end.
What? No. Get off! My legs. I can't feel my legs. I got to see a space marine before the end. God, Emperor. Watch over those who fight.
Captain, I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you. The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
I may have encountered the orc during our jump to the surface.
That was the orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
Target that squig!
Look out, dropship!
There's too many of them! They never stop!
Space Marines to kill! Crush the Space Marines!
Inside, but the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Space Marines.
Word from the second recce. Another horde of the Greenskins are headed here from the south. Damn Gretchen stuck a knife in Saul's throat 2 nights ago.
Scout support sector 31 is completely bombed out. No survivors. Just bodies. Everywhere.
Reinforce their position, hold the line, and stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Orc attack at Outpost Gala.
Thank the Emperor. Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus, of the Ultramarines.
You are in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
Damn. I sent out 10. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me, then. I should warn you, my lords. We've got a slight orc problem down here.
What do you know of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Agaist. That was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
Get me that field manual! Stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech priest in sight.
Workers, assemble.
Caleb, there you are. The Shiring Brothers are saying we're under attack.
The brothers are idiots, Lilith.
They saw rocks in the sky.
Xenos? Here? Damned unlikely.
Just get the ship out of orbit, pilot. Lieutenant Mira. The Orcs cut off our reinforcements.
Damn it. I suggest we move the unit to a more defensible position, sir.
Do it! And make sure...
Not in the disease ward, Dominus. What's wrong with her?
Orc projectile to the leg, Magos Cassia.
Amputations are down the hall.
Very well, I shall prepare for the implant grafting.
No implants. Just get rid of her leg and stitch her up fast. We're at war.
Personal message cache. Guardsman Thomas Alexander. Must be winter back home. No snow here, that's for certain. We've been diverted to a Forge World under Orc attack. The defenders are all dead, the Orcs are killing everyone on the planet, and we're the only Imperial Guard in the sector. The fleet's on the way, but are a couple of weeks out. We're in for a hard fight. Personal message, Guardsman Alexander. I'll be quick. The Orcs are beating us bad. We're completely outnumbered. Every time you kill one of the bastards, feels like a dozen take their place. And me mate Gareth. An Orc chopped his leg off, and he bled out. Nothing I could do. The officers are all dead. A second lieutenant's taken over. She's keeping us focused. Wait. We're moving out. More soon.
Digger! Form a down firing and the battlements beyond that.
And the gun battery?
The Orcs took it almost as soon as we got here, nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun. That's where the Orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck.
Once we get through these battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
Look at these cables.
They must be powering Orc contraptions across the battlefield.
Captain, assault support pods were dropped in this area. Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the Orcs down here.
Space Marines! Space Marines!
The rock at last.
No room for that jump pack, Captain. That rock delivered the Orcs right into the gun fortress.
Not enough cover! Get down! Get down! Hold on, Captain! Get me a medipack!
Transmechanic 2nd Class Petronius. Entering duty log 31127. Communications console functioning, normal. Issues of note, 1. I detected a signal that should not have been there. But Transmechanic 1st Class Alaric refused to believe me. Yes, I've made mistakes before. That pulsar I thought was a Tau warship, missing the signal from the Fabricator General's transport. But I am not wrong every time. There's something approaching from the far side of the sun. I know it.
This fortress is swarming with Orcs. Clearing this place will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
need to get the shell into that loader.
There. I will place the charge on that shell. Now to move the shell into place.
With luck, the orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sir Donis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift. We seem to avoid these.
Space Marines! Here they come! Takes more than that to kill an orc!
The shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Incoming fire!
Priming gunback.
In place, Captain.
We'd be better off seeing this fortress detonate.
Agreed. Find an exit.
Artillery shell moving in.
The guardsmen will get their supplies now.
Captain Titus, you are a man of your word, my lord. Thank you.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
We're gathering our wounded and are heading to the Andres habitation block to establish an outpost. With the cannon down, our support craft will land there.
Very well. My battle brothers and I must secure any operational Warlord-class Titans before the Orcs can loot them.
Good luck.
Has a deep wound to the arm. Signs of blood poisoning.
That's from an orc chopper. We can't stop him from going septic. Make him comfortable and move on.
You've seen these kinds of wounds before?
Unfortunately, yes, in my first orc invasion, which I hoped would be my last. Yet here I am again. Right, who's next?
Now that bridge is a testament to the might of the Imperium.
Their work outlived all of them.
That thing is a battering ram.
Now to stop this ram! Time to impact!
No more than 6 minutes.
Time enough. Sidonis, time to impact!
Less than 4 minutes.
We need to deal with that dropship.
These trains have 3 defense turrets. There'll be a heavy weapon ahead.
Forward then.
The Manufactorum still holds.
Some Imperial Guard units made it here after all.
They cannot hold for long. We must hurry.
What is that Servoskull doing?
Trying to deliver a message. Must be damaged. The seal of the Inquisition. Interesting.
What is the Inquisition doing here?
We're about to find out.
This is Inquisitor Drogan. I need urgent assistance at Manufactorum Agaist. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off, but now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands, or he'll be unstoppable. I needed more time. I was nearly ready.
An experimental weapon.
We need to find the Inquisitor before the Orcs do. Keep moving. Remain alert.
Encoded transmission from Inquisitor Drogan to Inquisitor Lord Sharp. As we'd hoped, my lord, Forge World Graia is an ideal location to focus on my work. Though helpful, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus are forever curious. Interest can easily turn to interference. I will be cautious about involving them in my experiments, at least for now.
Personal message cache, Guardsman Alexander. Today was a good day. We were clearing a foundry of orcs when I heard a banging from inside the furnace. It's a good thing I didn't throw a grenade inside because it was full of civilians. Starving, scared, some no more than kids, but still alive. It cheered everyone up to see them. Gives us something worth fighting for, you know. Now we've just got to keep the orcs away from them.
Captain, look! The orcs must be operating that crane.
They will not stop until they break through that gate.
We must disable that crane.
Control room.
Forward! Clear out the orcs. Break your bones! Enemies of man here!
Have managed to power that cannon.
Even a single shot will blast right through the gates.
We cannot allow that. This is Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. Identify yourself.
This is Corporal Antioch, sir. That is, my lord.
I need access to the Manufactorum, Corporal.
There is a service lift in the hangar directly below where you drop the cargo, my lord. We can meet you there.
Stand ready. We will be there shortly. Titus out.
A handful of guardsmen holding that huge gate. Cannot last long.
We did manage to bring the access bridge down, robbing the orcs of their advantage in numbers.
Smash those Space Marines! Find cover, you lot! Space Marines!
lift is this way.
Corporal Antioch, we are in position.
Excellent, Captain. I'm sending the lift up now.
Orcs! An entire horde!
Antioch, hold the lift. We have orcs inbound. Corporal Antioch?
Yes, my lord.
We have word that an Inquisitor is in the Manufactorum.
Yes, Lord Drogon. We have not seen him for several days. Has the Liberation Fleet arrived, my lord?
The fleet is still en route, Corporal. The Ultramarines are here as a vanguard, to cripple the enemy and secure the most valuable assets.
I see.
But the facility and its Titans remain secure.
All I can say for certain is that no Orc has breached this gate, my lord.
Contact Lieutenant Mira. Her unit is establishing a bastion in Hab Center Andres, and your support craft now have a viable approach from orbit.
What of the Colonel and his staff?
They did not survive.
Oi, keep that muzzle clean, guardsman.
Here we are, my lord.
My thanks, Corporal.
The Orcs have reached the Western Territories. That's close, Caleb.
Not when all the planetary defenses and the Skitarii stand between us and them.
First you don't believe there's an invasion, and now you're not worried about it at all.
Lilith, we have a far better chance of being killed on the assembly line than by a faraway Orc.
Workers, take your stations. Be productive. Be dutiful.
Transmission to Inquisitor Lord Sharp. My lord, the research facility is operational ahead of schedule, thanks to the tech priests. I've already begun my work to create a stable energy matrix. Harnessing these unorthodox energies is proving more promising than I could have dreamed.
At last, a place the Orcs have not stained.
For now, I doubt even dropping that cannon on them will convince Orcs to back away.
Indeed. We must find this Inquisitor and the Titan Invictus.
Titan Invictus seems undamaged at least.
Titan Invictus seems unused, you mean? Is this invasion not enough to bring out the War Titans?
It takes hundreds to get a War Titan operational, Sergeant. Without them, it sits idle. Captain, this is an auger station. I can scan for the Inquisitor's life signs.
Access authorized.
There. A lone human.
Identity confirmed. Drogon. Ordo Xenos.
He's in this wing of the Manufactorum.
I read alien signals throughout the facility, and a large number converging on the Inquisitor's location.
Leandros, can you use this panel to contact our other forces?
Not directly, but I can boost Vox range.
Do it.
Access authorized. Ultramarines chapter.
Here, Captain.
Ultramarines, this is Captain Titus. Are you receiving?
Captain, this is Sergeant Midas. Squad Solidus is on the ground and making for our objective.
New orders, Midas. We are at Manufactorum Againts and have located the Titan Invictus. I need Solinus to come secure the Invictus while I divert to a priority alarm.
On our way, Captain. Midas out.
Pipes! The orcs are in the pipes!
Inquisitor, Ordo Xenos.
Repeat authorization.
Drogon, prepare the power source for immediate release.
1 moment.
Master, disregard all
Repeat
safety protocols.
Authorization.
Inquisitor Drogon?
I am Drogon. And you are?
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. We received your distress call, but you seem to have weathered the enemy's attack.
I am soldier and scientist, both, Captain.
What is the status of the experimental device?
The power source is running the entire Manufactorum from the generator room.
This device is a fuel source, not a weapon?
It is a complex device and an unstable one. If the orcs find it, they'll try and take it apart. It could detonate with enough force to destroy the entire planet.
Then we must move it to safety.
And for that, Captain, I need your aid. This way.
You are wounded, Inquisitor Drogon.
I'm a psyker. My psychic abilities are controlling the bleeding.
Very well.
Space Marine! You trying to steal my Titans? Steal my loot? I'll rip your guts right out your throat!
The orc himself.
I'm gonna put your head on a spike, Space Marine! Get out of there and kill this Space Marine! Now!
The orc has a scent for us now. Damnable creature! Had he not blundered onto this world?
But he did, Drogon.
My boys want to give you a proper greeting!
It's a fight now! Space
How much deeper does this facility go? The Manufactorum? Far deeper. The whole generator room is actually suspended above a venting shaft.
Suspended?
Yes. In case of catastrophic overload, the whole room can be shunted away into the depths. Ah, yes, here we are. Colder than a spaceman's smile in here. Yes, a byproduct of the device's functioning. Captain Titus, proceed into the main chamber. We need only obtain the power source at the core of the generator. I will initiate decoupling from a control console.
Understood. Brothers, guard the access points.
I have engaged the decoupling sequence, Captain. You must keep the chamber secure until the power source is exposed.
Identity confirmed. Drogon, Ordo Xenos.
There. The primary shield is open, Captain. Head into the central chamber.
Alarm. Xenos detected.
Captain. The war boss.
Space Marine! Why are you hiding down here? Whatever it is, feel the enemies.
Hold back the greenskins, Captain. The power source will be free of the generator shortly.
Power core exposure imminent.
You can't run from me, Space Marine!
Now, head over to the servitor station and activate it. It will retrieve the power source and get it into its canister.
Marky thing what you want, Space Marine. Then I'll take it for myself!
That damn orc will kill us all. Grab it, Captain. Force the power source into its canister. Quickly!
The whole room is coming down!
Sidonus, Leandros, respond.
Captain, the Inquisitor insisted you could not have survived.
Well, I did, and I have his precious power source.
We set a rendezvous in Hab Center Andris. These tunnels will spit us out there eventually.
Fine. Continue heading toward the Hab Center.
I was right. For days I tracked that signal coming from beyond the sun. I didn't tell Transmechanic First Class Alaric because I didn't want to be ridiculed. And today, I heard voices. The signal's an Orc fleet heading straight for Graia. That's when I told Alaric. You should have seen the shock on his face. If he'd believed me a week ago, we would have had that much more warning. He was wrong. I was right. Finally.
We're almost out of sterile dressings. I haven't even begun to treat the new burn victims yet.
You can't treat them. Give them something for pain, but that is all.
I am a Magos Biologis. No wound or malady is beyond me.
You are in a triage situation. Observe, analyze, and decide who we can save.
Space Marines!
Captain Titus.
Well met, brothers. Any idea of our position?
We should be nearing an access point to the surface. The air smells a bit cleaner.
I've had enough of tunnels. Let's get out of here and find the Inquisitor before the Orcs do.
Considerate of the green scum to open the way.
At last, a way to the surface.
I'm surprised you showed up. There's no one here.
I didn't know where else to go.
Workers, assemble.
People are saying the Skitarii are dead.
I think people are right.
The increase in worker absences has been noted. Delinquent workers will be disciplined.
Caleb, what are we going to do?
I say we stay here. This factory is a far better place than the Hab blocks to make a last stand.
A last stand? You're no Skitarii, Caleb.
Workers, alert. Xenos presence detected. This is not a drill.
If I'm gonna die today, I want to face it straight on.
Oh, you stubborn fool. You are not going to die today. There's got to be a place where we can hide. What took you so long?
I saw them. The orcs are in the loading bays. Help me drag this over.
Why are you blocking the door? This room isn't safe enough. We have to go, Caleb.
Workers, evacuate. Xenos detected. Your safety is not guaranteed.
It's too late, Lilith. There's nowhere to run.
Report to Lord Sharp. The Fabricator General of Graia shares my vision for the power source. Today he offered up the Titan Manufactorum to test the device's capabilities. There is a risk that the power source may overload and destroy the entire facility. But it is an acceptable risk, and the Tech Priest does not need to know. To Lord Sharp, the power source succeeded in fueling the entire Titan Manufactorum. A remarkable feat, but I have not forgotten my true purpose on Graia, my lord. I have dedicated my life to defeating the alien horde. Now I will use the power source in a weapon that exploits the very weaknesses of our alien foe. To Lord Sharp, the weapon is working. Integrating the power source makes this weapon far more devastating to the alien biology than I'd envisioned. My lord, I believe that this weapon, this psychic scourge, could end the alien threat against the Imperium for all time.
There's no room for them in the South Ward. Put them on the second level.
It's completely full. That's where I've been moving the dying.
That's it then. Bar the doors.
You're closing the infirmary.
We are being overrun. We must focus on the wounded already under our care. This is the only way. Take the servitors to keep the crowds back.
Encrypt recording. Authorization Drogon, Inquisitor Ordo Xenos. I have arrived on Graia to begin my research. This work could change the course of history. I would be a fool to leave no record. The Imperium must not forget the good I have done. But these journals will remain sealed until my death, for here I will speak the truth that could damn me. To Lord Sharp, the weapon is working. Integrating the power source makes this weapon far more devastating to the alien biology than I'd envisioned.
Benjamin, plans have changed. Hannah hasn't returned. I think they're going to close off that whole stratum. I have to get to her. You'll be back from the food depot before we are. Tell your mother where I am when she arrives. And both of you, stay there. Pack up the food as best you can. Reports are that the orcs have already reached the Manufactorum. We'll need to leave as soon as we're together. I'll be home soon. Benjamin, we've waited as long as we can. Where are you? The orcs are crossing the mainline bridge. I have to get Hannah and your mother out of here. When you get this message, leave immediately. Go to Hab Block 74. We're going to gather with others from our shift group. We have your things. Come and find us. Stay safe and hurry. Our rendezvous point is this way.
What could the orcs hope to gain by slaughtering so many?
Sow terror, demoralize the militia.
Cruel, but effective.
This was no strategy of war. For orcs, this was sport.
Millions more of them.
Our plan is unchanged. Get the Inquisitor and the power source off-world.
Titus, if they take over the Manufactorum, we will have a damnable time getting them out.
We are Ultramarines. Orcs are not a problem.
If we had a week, perhaps. But by then, the Orcs will have worked out how to dismantle the Titans.
Whoa!
Orc rocket launchers on the high ground. Ready for
haven't left a single structure undamaged.
Or unblooded.
Tech priests will have to bring all of these structures down and rebuild.
This time on top of a mass grave. There, Drogon said to meet at that monument.
Inquisitor Drogon, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun by Orcs.
You were exposed to the unshielded power source. In the generator room, I saw it. You held raw energy from the warp. How are you still alive?
The power source conducts warp energies.
The stuff of chaos. Heresy.
My work against the Xenos has the Imperium's blessing.
Can your blessed work help us against the Orcs?
My research is of the utmost secrecy. The Imperium forbids its use without sanction.
Consider that your Imperial sanction.
Very well. The power source fuels an experimental weapon at my research facility. The Psychic Scourge. It could destroy the Orcs.
You didn't think to bring up this Scourge weapon before?
The Psychic Scourge has never been test-fired, Sergeant. If it malfunctions, it could crack this planet in half.
We're out of options. We fire the weapon and take our chances.
The Psychic Scourge is at the Calcis facility, my research laboratories. It is a fair distance. We will need transportation.
Captain, we aren't far from the plaza where Lieutenant Mira was headed. The Imperial Guard rally point.
They will have Valkyries. We can fly to the research facility. Let's find this Imperial Guard outpost.
Drogon's alive. I can't believe we survived that.
Inquisitor, your wound is slowing us down.
I can manage.
Brothers, take him to the Valkyries. I will draw the orcs off and meet you there.
Give the power source to the sergeant then, Captain.
No, Drogon. The orc chieftain wanted the power source. When his orcs see I possess it, not you, they will follow me. Move out.
Which route to the rally point, Guardsman?
Bastion Primus is that way, my lord. But it's all orc-held territory.
Now to knock over some orc nests.
It is last. Kill them, bastards!
Instrument of the Emperor's will, Trooper. Now indicate to me the nearest concentration of orcs.
Aye, my lord. Master's Plaza is just past this hab complex. It is swarming with the beasts.
Not for long.
Captain, we are within sight of the Imperial Guard bastion.
Out of fuel.
This is Primus Command. Orcs inside the perimeter. Move to secondary defense positions and hold the line. Welcome to Bastion Primus, Captain. Sergeant Sedonis briefed me about the Inquisitor and his doomsday weapon. He said you require air transport to the Calcus facility.
Your Valkyries are the fastest way to reach it, and we have no time to spare.
Your men are already on board their Valkyrie, and the squadron's ready for liftoff. We'll get you to Calcus with all speed. It's time the Imperial Guard brought the fight to the orcs.
gunner to man the heavy bolter. Here they come. Starboard side.
Incoming! Pilot, match speed. I will shoot them off. Stormboy's going for Valkyrie 3 and 6. Keep us in position, pilot. Coming, Lieutenant. Valkyrie 2 is down. I require immediate transport.
We're on approach, Captain.
Start acting like one.
But, Lieutenant!
We're not dead yet, so do your bloody job and defend the line before they...
Radio says the orcs are 2 streets away.
Help me with this, Dominus. Hurry.
What are you injecting him with? Stop! This is a fatal dose.
Yes, it is. I have enough for every patient.
You're murdering them.
I'm showing them mercy. In 10 minutes, the orcs will break through those doors and slaughter them all in their beds. Better to die in peace before that. It's the last thing I can do for them.
Benjamin, I feel like I'm leaving breadcrumbs for you to follow. We can't wait for you here. The shift group left without us. The whole idea was safety in numbers, but they didn't bother to wait. This hab block's completely looted. We're heading for Evacuation Center Epsilon. Look for us there. Be careful, Ben.
Space Marine!
Valkyrie on approach.
What is the Inquisitor's status?
The remainder of the squadron has escorted his craft to the outskirts of the Calcis facility.
Very good.
Farewell, Captain. I must return to base. Those damned Orc flyers cost me too many good men and too many gunships. We'll be hard-pressed to defend the outpost.
Thank you. And good luck, Lieutenant.
Where is it?
The device is secure, Drogon.
What are you waiting for, then? Further delay is intolerable.
Inquisitor, are you all right?
Yes. Come. We've no time to waste.
Kill the Space Marines! Inquisitor, can we get around the bulk of these orcs?
Yes, perhaps. My research produces a minimal waste, so the facility's sluiceways should be accessible.
Lead the way.
My servitors were destroyed in the initial attack. I may need your help to activate the psychic scourge.
How large is the weapon?
The firing mechanism is at my research lab, but the energy pulse itself travels along conduits from the lab to the orbital spire. I need time to override the lock, Captain.
Understood, Inquisitor.
Spire to be a ground-to-space transporter.
It is. With a few modifications, it also makes an ideal firing tower. The energy pulse should not damage the Spire.
You do not sound confident.
Improvisation and experimentation go hand in hand. These pipes lead into the facility's sub-basements.
And here is our entrance.
Have thrown my duties into chaos. I only get distress calls now. The Xenos are here. The Hablock's on fire. And today, Transmechanic Alaric insisted I contact every single planetary defense outpost. 100 stations. He just didn't want to do it himself. None of the stations picked up. When I told him that, Alaric rushed off. No acknowledgement, no thanks. I suppose even an Orc invasion can't change some people. The Orcs broke into the temple. I couldn't hear them. I was plugged into my console. Then someone crashed into me, hard from behind. It was transmechanic Alaric. He had an orc axe in his chest. He'd blocked the attack meant for me. The orc went berserk. He grabbed for me, but only caught my robe. I ripped free and ran. Alaric saved me. He died, saving me.
My work began with 2 simple questions. On that day, my ship had just entered the dimensional limbo of the warp. Most people do not like to think of the warp's true nature. After all, it lets us travel between the stars. But the warp is the realm of chaos. Creatures of absolute evil and absolute power take their strength directly from it. So, I asked my questions. Could I tap into that power? And what could I do with it?
What can we expect inside, Inquisitor?
Oh yes, just a few defenses.
What comprises a few, Inquisitor?
Servo turrets, mostly.
Set to eliminate orcs?
Set to eliminate anything with the misfortune to move within their range.
Missile launcher!
No way to move quickly with these guns everywhere. We need to shut them all down.
I can do that from the central security room.
Then that is where we are headed.
Ultramarines. The logic engine thinks we are escaped Xenos specimens. There is a control panel in the side room. Get me there, and I can shut it down.
Authorization recognized. Protocol suspended.
The exit will open shortly, Captain. However, I'm afraid the servo turrets beyond this room remain primed.
What is kept in these containers?
Specimens needed for my research.
Specimens, cages, operating theaters. This place reeks of Xenos filth.
That is the business of the Inquisition, Ultramarines. The firing core is still active. Excellent.
If this is the firing core, Inquisitor, does it discharge through the whole facility?
No, not precisely. The core actually raises to the rooftop of the facility. That is where the rest of the firing array is located. Very good. All the security measures will be down shortly, Captain. I'm afraid they were the only thing keeping the orcs outside, however.
But you will be able to fire the weapon.
Indeed.
We had better do so quickly. This place will be awash with orcs before long.
Of course. Security systems disabled.
Authorization recognized. Releasing safeguards.
Please proceed to the generator room.
Here come the orcs.
Place the canister into his cradle inside the power core, Captain.
Do we risk exposure again?
Only if you drop the canister. Very good, Captain. Your time carrying my power source is finally at an end.
Stand clear. Psychic Scourge firing sequence commencing. Alarm. structural damage. Warning. Emergency containment rights commencing.
Damnable thing!
What do you need me to do, Inquisitor?
You will need to manually restart the array alignment. Forcibly, if you must.
Where?
In the firing chamber. Board the lift, Ultramarines. Captain, you must hurry. The damned orcs have cut the main conduits to the firing tower. You must reconnect the conduits, Captain, or we're facing an overload that will rip this planet apart.
Understood.
The chamber is infested.
Clear it out. No mercy.
Space Marines!
Inquisitor, the conduits are reconnected.
Now, proceed to the main control panel.
Primary containment fixture disengaging. Firing sequence in progress. Firing now. Alarm.
Look at the Spire.
I've been looking for you, Space Marine. You got something of mine. More humans to kill.
Why didn't it work?
Damn that Drogon! Never trust the Inquisition!
Stand fast, Ultramarines. We can handle a few orcs.
Space Marine! Was that supposed to hurt?
Demons! How is this possible?
Ah! You got new friends now, Space Marine!
Inquisitor! Get back!
How heroic.
Drogon!
Served you well, Lord Nemeron.
Traitor. I see. My servant did all that I hoped and more. But he would never have succeeded without you, Captain Titus. Thanks to these brave Space Marines, You seem surprisingly able to resist my touch, Titus of the Ultramarines. And that of the war, which impressed my servant to no end. Ah, you think the Inquisitor a traitor, but Drogon has been dead since before you first met. You have been used by my puppet of flesh and bone. Ah! Ah! I ain't so easy to kill.
Emperor, protect us.
We need an exit.
To the lift!
Did that fiend speak truth? Did we cause a Chaos invasion?
Of course we did. His Inquisitor puppet manipulated us from the moment we met.
And before. The false Inquisitor sent the distress call.
I don't think so, Leandros. The man's urgency, his fear. I believe that was the real Drogon, facing certain death.
And it found him.
But not at the Orcs' hands. Somehow the agents of Chaos were already here.
Keep moving!
Keep moving!
That gate, it's getting bigger. If it gets much larger, Nemeroth can bring his fleet through.
Then we must cut the link between Warp Gate and Tower.
You have a plan?
We use Invictus to sever the orbital spire.
At that range, will the Titan's cannon be effective?
It's time we use the power source to our advantage. To supercharge Invictus. We need to reach that Titan.
So, a demon killed Inquisitor Drogon and then possessed his body.
But why?
Alone, there was no way the demon could get the power source past 1 million orcs. It needed help.
And we obliged.
I was deceived. I am responsible for chaos breaking through to this world. Ultramarines, attack!
Duty requires that I put voice to my concerns.
Speak, then.
You held the unshielded power source again, Captain. And again, you emerged from the exposure unscathed. The Codex Astartes warns that those in league with Chaos can withstand the warp's touch.
You forget yourself, Ultramarine.
Leandros, I do not take this warp resistance lightly. But the search for answers must wait until after we deal with this Chaos invasion.
What if that is too late?
Leandros, enough. We need to keep moving.
Brothers, attack! Guardsman, report.
My Lord Space Marine. They were on us almost immediately.
Captain Titus, are you there? This is Lieutenant Mira. This whole planet has gone mad.
The forces of Chaos are invading this world. We must get to the Titan and destroy that warp gate.
I know what route to take. I deployed troops to man outposts between the Calcus facility and Bastion Primus. From there, you can access the rail network and cross to Manufactorum Againts.
Understood. We'll meet you there.
Invasion, and now the tender mercies of Chaos heretics. I'm surprised the place is standing at all.
How? How can we face them? The legions of Chaos?
Trooper, get yourself together right now!
Yes, Mom.
The other platoons are going to fall back towards the Bastion. Hold this position, or they'll be cut off. Greetings, Ultramarines.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
As well as can be hoped, considering we are surrounded on all sides by the enemy horde. We're heading back to the command post, Captain.
Send a runner to the depot at position Alpha. Let's go.
You're not leading this raid.
Of course I am.
Lieutenant, we need you in one piece. Let's face it, you're holding us together out here, and if you get...
Still don't think this is a good idea.
It's not your call, is it? I say this is our best chance of taking the gun.
But a nighttime assault.
Have some faith, Samson. In the dark, we might catch those orcs off their guard. Unless they've...
It's been 3 days since Alaric died. The orcs have finally left the temple. I accessed the comm station. The Liberation Fleet is en route, with Ultramarines leading an advance force. They are only now entering the Immaterium. I hope I am wrong. Like I've been so many times before. But I fear that by the time the Ultramarines come to our rescue, everyone on this planet will be dead.
On that fateful journey through the warp, in my exhausted musings, I let my guard down. Something a psyker should never do. My desire, my psychic will, reached out into the warp, and the warp reached back. A spark of warp energy appeared before me, tentative, flickering, and powerful. I felt it batter my psychic shields. My shock was absolute. I lost focus, and the spark disappeared. I knew I had to get it back. With my psychic abilities, I had drawn energy from the warp. If I could summon it again, contain it, control it, then perhaps I could use it to defend the Imperium. So, I made another interstellar journey through the warp. Barely daring to hope, I lowered my psychic defenses and willed the energy to return. And it did. I captured the spark in a containment device and marveled at its potential. My work could now begin.
I want to be strong, to say everything's alright, but it's not. The dead are everywhere. Stinking, rotting. We burn our bodies where we can, but the fire attracts more orcs. If you stop and think about the billions dead here, you'll go mad. But no matter where you go, you find the people of this world. All dead. All waiting for help that never came. I moved too slow. I got shot in the gut. Stupid of me. Doesn't hurt now, though. The medics gave me something, but they're not stitching me up. I wish they would. Is it winter back home? Did I ask that? There's something wrong with me.
Benjamin, something terrible has happened. Your mother, my Juliet, we got caught in an orc ambush. They called it your sister. She was screaming, and your mother threw herself at them. They laughed, Benjamin. The worst sound I've ever heard. And I grabbed Hannah. But your mother, they took her and they broke her, and I couldn't. We made it to Epsilon Center. Find us, Benjamin. Please. Find us.
Kill them! Spread out the deadly space marines!
Not for long.
Over here.
Well met, Mira.
Jonah, I half expected to find a demon chewing on your bones.
Well, they'd spit me right out.
Make your report, Jonah.
The Greenskins have been pressing us hard, both down here and at the Bastion proper.
Get ready to fall back to the Bastion. Do not engage Chaos forces directly until I get reinforcements down here to back you up.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Mira, this is Bastion Primus. We're under heavy assault. The Orcs are back, and they cut power to the sentry guns.
All of them?
They took out the generator. We couldn't defend it against such numbers. We had to fall back.
The Ultramarines and I are almost at your position. Mira out.
Always.
More Greenskins!
Forward!
Imperial Guard! Stand your ground! The Ultramarines are here!
Aye, Lieutenant!
Why we need the sentry guns. There aren't enough of us to hold this position without them.
Lieutenant, the central outpost is under attack.
Tell them we're on our way.
Move out, brothers.
We need those sentry guns.
Lieutenant, where is the generator?
If you continue on, you'll find it at the end of our fortifications.
Federal contact, you must have restored power. Brothers, the guardsmen will need your help until the guns are reactivated.
We will hold the line, Captain.
Sidonus to Captain Titus. We are running into orcs down here. Nothing like above, though. Just enough to be an annoyance. We will be there soon.
Understood.
Out of here with that sparkly thing. I'm Boss Grimskull! This whole planet is mine! Whoa!
You've been at my heels for long enough, Orc. This ends now.
That's right! Because I'm gonna kill you, Space Marine!
Strike true!
That does it, Space Marine! I'm gonna twist these walls with your blood. Trust the Space with you yet, Space Marine!
But I am finished with you, Orc.
Captain!
The damned Orc is dead.
Finally, some good news.
This rail line will take us directly to the Titan Manufactorum.
The faster the better. Those orcs slowed us down.
And gave Nemeroth time to prepare his invasion. We must get to the Titan and destroy that warp gate.
With my psychic abilities, I had drawn energy from the warp. I found a planet where I could work unobserved. A remote forge world. The Adeptus Mechanicus gave me free rein when I told them I was developing a weapon with a new, unorthodox energy source. They know the Xenos will soon choke humanity out of the galaxy. If my weapon will help keep our species alive, they will not ask questions. Desperation cuts through bureaucracy. Experimentation with the warp energy is proceeding rapidly. I no longer need to travel into the warp to pull more energy into this dimension. But I am encountering unexpected activity. I was naive to think that my incursion into warp space had gone unnoticed. Something has taken an interest. When I manipulate the energies, I feel a presence pushing against my psychic defenses, testing me. I needed to test the warp device's capabilities. Running the Titan Manufactorum with it, or rather with the power source, provided a convenient opportunity. The tech priests are practically giddy with its success, but this is a trivial accomplishment. I am impatient to begin testing the warped device's psychic attributes. I'm just waiting for the live cargo to arrive.
Lock it down! A demon is in the labs!
Authorization required to implement security protocols.
Drogon, Inquisitor, Ordo Xenos.
You can't run, human.
Repeat authorization. Speak clearly.
Drogon! Inquisitor! Ordo!
Captain Titus, the orcs are running scared. What's happened?
The captain dealt with their war boss once and for all.
We have a chance now.
Bolster your defenses. The demon host will not be so easy to frighten off.
Good luck, Titus. All our hopes are with you.
Ultramarines, this is Princeps Enoch aboard Titan Invictus.
This is Captain Titus. What is the status of the Titan?
My crew and I are aboard Invictus, but she's immobilized. You will need to activate our berth's backup generator to release the mooring clamps.
Understood. Understood. Take care of the clamps. You and Leandros get the doors to the Manufactorum open.
Understood, Captain.
Enoch, I have Inquisitor Drogon's power source with me. We must use it to supercharge your weaponry.
The power source? The rites involved in using it safely. Only the High Fabricator himself.
Unless we act now, an entire Chaos fleet will hang over your Forge world.
Understood. Mooring clamps released. Invictus powering up now.
My battle brothers will have the gates open shortly. Maneuver Invictus close to the topmost gantries. I'm coming aboard.
Yes, Captain.
feeding energy into the warp gate above it. If we are to stop this invasion, the Spire must fall.
I understand.
Where must I bring the power source?
Travel across the armature to the starboard side, Captain. I will open a maintenance apse for the volcano cannon.
Protocols suspended. Access authorized.
The apse is below you, Captain.
Power source successfully integrated.
Target the orbital spire.
Target acquired.
Firing now.
Sire, preserve us.
Alarm. Ejecting power core. Shutting down all systems.
Captain, all systems are overloading. Did it work?
Invictus performed admirably, Enoch. The warp gate is closing.
Thank the machine god.
Shutting down all systems.
That's done it, Titus.
But Nemeroth and his demon host still roam free.
Though he is trapped on this world.
And all the more desperate to recover the power source. We must get it to safety, old friend.
Good news on that front. Lieutenant Mirror reports that the Liberation Fleet has entered the system. The Inquisition will surely have sent agents with the fleet, Captain. Perhaps we can return the device to them.
The Inquisition has already failed to stop its exploitation by Chaos. No one must use the device, Leandros, ever again. Contact Lieutenant Mira and have her divert a Valkyrie here to pick us up.
Yes, Captain.
I suppose putting a bolt around through that damnable power source is out of the question.
Too risky. We could open another warp gate, for all we know. Upon our return to Macragge, I will confide it to the chapter master and his librarians.
And until then?
My most trusted brother will bring it to our strike cruiser and seal it in the armory. Get this damn thing secured, Sergeant.
As quickly as I can. What will you be doing while I run this little errand?
There are still thousands of traitors and heretics on this world. I intend to drastically thin their ranks.
Lieutenant Mira's Valkyrie is on its way, Captain.
Excellent. We make for the landing pad. And watch for the Chaos Lord's forces.
There! Retrieve the warp device.
Sidonis, get to the landing pad.
Aye, Captain.
fighters are determined, and this landing pad does not offer much cover.
Sedonos!
At last!
No!
Such a pretty bauble, hiding such immense power. This device is a gift from the Chaos Gods. It holds the key to my evolution, to my ascension, to immortal demonhood. My armies will spill humanity's blood across the stars. You continue to resist my touch. Only a deep connection to the warp can explain this. Will you be joining us soon, brother?
Reach it in time.
Sedonos died as we all should. In righteous battle. Do not give in to grief, Leandros. Turn your thoughts to vengeance. Nemeroth will pay in blood. Nemeroth killed Sedonos for the power source. You said the Inquisitor's work was heretical, Leandros. You were right.
What do you mean?
Nemeroth plans to use the power source to trigger his transformation into a demon prince.
Abomination!
How can we stand against such a creature?
I will kill Nemeroth when he's most vulnerable. During the transformation. Safeguard Sedonos until the apothecary arrives. Then join the Imperial attack.
Going alone is suicide. Or worse. We know the enemy takes great interest in your connection to Chaos.
Do you fear my falling to Chaos?
Of course not. Whatever lies behind your resistance, it can only be to the enemy's favor.
Why? Perhaps this resistance can get you close enough for a killing blow.
I will destroy Nemeroth with skill and steel, or die trying. If this resistance comes into play during battle, so be it.
So be it.
I must reach the orbital spire.
Farewell, Captain.
stench of aliens permeates this facility, but it is tolerable because it represents progress. I acquired specimens for experimentation. Orc, Tau, Eldar. Even a Tyranid Lictor, which nearly caused a revolt among my tech priest allies. I designed the weapon to use the warp energies to target the weak points in the Xenos brain and rupture them. That is the tidy theory. When I put it into practice, however, the specimen's head explodes. Distasteful, but effective. The weapon works.
Benjamin, we have to leave Epsilon Center. The Orcs are coming. I'm so sorry, Ben. I can't leave you the next breadcrumb, because I don't have a plan anymore. We've lost your mother, and I'm so afraid we've lost you too. I have to keep Hannah safe. That means we can't stay in one place long. But I promise you, Benjamin, I will find you. I will never stop looking.
The warp device. Where is it?
Safe from you, Demon.
You will tell me after you're dead.
It may be severed, but it's still the enemy's strong point.
The fleet is preparing an all-out assault.
Their attack will not be enough to stop the forces of chaos.
I know. Good luck, Titus.
Ultramarines, this is Captain Titus.
Captain Titus, Thunderhawk Lance of Jove is at your disposal, Captain.
I must reach the orbital spire. Tell your pilot to make his approach.
Yes, sir.
I've encountered unexpected results. The warp energies affect different species in different ways. Essentially, I can tune this weapon to cause maximum damage to whatever enemy we face. If humans are caught in the blast wave, they will not be harmed. Good news, I suppose. I've not slept in 2 days. The more I use the warp device, the stronger the assault on my psychic shield. I need rest. The psychic attacks are increasing. I'm hearing things now. A name, a constant whisper in my mind. I must withstand it. Because something completely unexpected has happened. Orcs are invading this planet. The timing is perfect. The Psychic Scourge weapon is nearly ready, and millions of orcs will prove the ultimate test subjects. I will save this planet. History will remember this as the moment we turn the tide against the alien threat to our people. In Emerald's name, I possess this corpse. I possess this Inquisitor. I possess his secrets. The warp device is here. So close. But how can I get to?
Bloodraven Squad Corpus reporting in, Captain Titus. We joined the Liberation Fleet at Bakar, along with a squad of Black Templars.
Unleash the fury you showed in the Aurelian Crusade, and we will be glad to have even a few Blood Ravens with us.
You may rely on that, Captain.
Then join the forces driving into the Demon host, and stop any enemies trying to follow me up the orbital spire.
None shall find us wanting, Ultramarine.
Honor and glory, Bloodraven.
Squad Solinus reporting in. Manufactorum Narcis is secure.
Very good.
Your orders, Captain?
Contain the Chaos threat here.
Understood. Thunderhawk ready for transport, Captain Titus.
I will need all your skill, pilot.
We'll take you into the Eye of Terror if you ask it, Captain.
The orbital spire will do for today, brother.
I will hold here as long as I can, Captain.
No, brother. Rejoin our forces and bring fury to the enemy. This battle is mine alone.
Yes, sir.
This madness will not stop me, and neither will you.
The dark gods have forsaken us! The world grows down!
Brothers thought the same, traitor. Their corpses lie behind me. For all those you have killed, for Sidonus, and for the Emperor, I will finish this.
Dread gods of chaos, I am Neberoth, your herald and champion. I have burned 1,000 worlds in your dark maze. You challenged me to recover this fragment of your power, and I have done so. The slaves of the false emperor, who dared claim it as their own, lie dead at my hand. I return your dark relic to you. I offer up this world and all those upon it. I ask for the reward that was promised.
You want to talk to your gods? I will send you to them.
Admitted, Titus. The power of chaos is within you, calling to this relic. Imagine the Ultramarines dominating this galaxy in glorious conquest, with you at their head. Imagine the power you could wield.
As a slave to chaos, nothing you say could tempt me from the path of honor, or from avenging the deaths of my battle brothers.
You are no threat to me now, Ultramarine! Nothing can stop my ascension! Grant me your favor. Corrupt my flesh. Make me demonkind. Show this fool the truth. Have you looked to the skies lately, Captain Titus? You opened a gateway to the Chaos realm. Already, our legions are pouring. The slave of the false emperor was trying to save this planet from one invasion. Instead, he ushered in your pathetic Imperial forces will be scoured clean from this world. Soon, my entire invasion fleet will cross into this reality. Task is hopeless, Titus. But you have no one, and you will die here, alone. Killing my servants matters little. I am unassailable. The gods of chaos protect me with the very energies of creation.
You forget, Nemeroth. I am no stranger to the touch of the warp.
take my vengeance upon your flesh. Will I find your arms open in welcome? Son of chaos.
Never!
Look there, Ultramarine. You have saved this world. I see the Ultramarines are human, after all.
More than you know, Lieutenant.
Inquisition is here.
His injuries appear chaos inflicted. You are certain of this charge?
Captain Titus has been corrupted by chaos, Inquisitor Thrax.
I am no heretic!
You lie! Only an agent of chaos could withstand such warp exposure.
I sent the demon to oblivion.
But did you have unholy assistance? We must know. You will submit to my authority, Captain, or the Inquisition must conclude that you have corrupted every Ultramarine under your command. Not to mention those who stand at your side.
Ignore his threats. Come on.
The Inquisition will destroy you, Mira, and the Ultramarines will be forever dishonored. Leave my brothers and the Lieutenant alone. I will come with you. I do not know why I can resist the touch of chaos, but I swear I will discover the truth.
We will discover many truths, Space Marine.
Codex Astartes leaves no room for doubt. You cannot touch the warp and emerge unscathed.
The Codex Astartes is a set of rules. They guide us, shape us as Ultramarines, teach us to hold duty and honor sacred above all. But how we live with those rules is the true test of a Space Marine. And you have failed.